Hi, today we're talking about prosperity and we're going to cover what that means as well as talk about some journal prompts that you can do to help open up and give more explanation and expansion for the desires of your heart. And then lastly, we will be putting together a small breath session to help you be able to open up and receive. So, welcome. This is Brenda Crump, and I'm so glad you're here. So, we're going to dive in. Um, Today, I've been working on my own money mindset, and so I thought I would share that with you guys today. Prosperity, oftentimes we think is just money, and it really isn't. So I wanted to cover that with you. So prosperity also includes abundance, wealth, and health. And so when we have prosperity, we really have an overall great life, not just one spot of our life that is wonderful. Many years ago, when people first started getting into health, the people that could really focus on their health were the ones that had the money. And so that's part of why it became part of the prosperity. And so we need to have better health, right? We want to be able to eat better, make better choices in water and having filtration or whatever those are things are that we would like. We need to have an abundance, right, of money coming in to help us with that. So abundance actually means that we need more than one, right? So an abundance means many. And so when we look at that, we can look around us and see all around us in our lives the places where there is more than enough, right? So there's not a lack. There is always plenty. If you think about snowflakes, you can't count them all as they're coming down. If you think about flowers in the spring and you drive around from yard to yard, you see flowers everywhere. If you are at Disneyland and you are running from place to place, there's always so many people at Disneyland, right? There's not a shortage of people there. The one time I came off of a ride, I was in the kids section and there were so many strollers with those big balloons tied on top of them, right? And it was hard to maneuver around them. There were so many. There was plenty of strollers, right? And plenty of people buying those really expensive balloons to tie on their stroller, right? So we could think of it in that way, right? Like if you started counting up how many balloons there were, like you'd be like, wow, that was a lot of money Disneyland made just on the balloon cells. And so it's just fun because you can start to see abundance everywhere. Another fun one is if you've ever gone to the ocean and you try to, even just get like one little scoop of sand and try to count the individual little pieces of sand. There's no way you could count that, right? Or the blades of grass. So we have abundance all around us. And so we are able to receive because we have that within our field all the time. So that's always exciting. So when we think about prosperity, we want all three. We want the health, we want the wealth, and we want the abundance. And as we have those things, then it's easier for us to share. If we are in lack and scarcity, it's harder for us to share. It's just a true principle. When we have more, we give more. And so when we can think about that and be okay with that, and we can be in service versus servitude, like we don't have to serve anybody with our money, we choose to, and we get to choose where we serve with our money, then it opens up a whole nother opportunity for growth. And so we want good people to have money so that we can do more good things on this planet. So thank you for that. And then also, I wanted to share a couple of quotes from T. Harv Eker. He says that, let me read this to you. The financial success is primarily an inside game, driven by mindset, habits, and programming rather than just skill. And his other quote says, your income can only grow to the extent that you do. So, if we want to grow our income, we also have to be growing as a person. We have to be, taking care of ourselves. We have to be taking care of our space. Those kinds of things also play a part in that. So, um, as you think about prosperity in your life and where you would like more of it, I want you to make a list of the desires of your heart and just have fun daydreaming. Like, what is it? Do you want a new Corvette? Do you want a new kitchen? Maybe you just want a new couch, or maybe you just want ice cream. Whatever it is that your heart desires, write it down today and have fun with that. That is a indicator of your seriousness for it if you take the time to actually write it out. You'll be able to write it, you'll be able to see it. And if you even want to say it as you write it, then you've got it in your mind three different ways. So then the next thing that I would suggest you journal on are what are the programs that you have about getting things that you desire? So do you have a program that says, if I get more things, then my friends will take advantage of me? Or if I get more things, I'll lose a family member. Um, maybe you have a programming that says, if I have more, then I have to do more, right? Maybe you feel like you have to have more responsibility, and that's not necessarily true. But sometimes we do that to ourselves because we're in prove it energy. And we don't have to prove anything. There's already plenty and more than enough around us. So we just get to step into that flow and be able to get more of it if we choose to. Um, and then the next one is where in your life have you been looking for lack? So we will do this to kind of squelch what we're wanting to bring to us. And I know I do this all the time, so it's frustrating. That's why I'm working on it again. So, where is it that you tell yourself, oh, I've got to do more, I have to be more deserving or more worthy, right? Because it's not about being worthy and deserving. Um, we're already good enough, and there's already enough around us. So we just need to claim that we are allowed to have it. So finding out where you're looking for lack will also be a good reminder that you don't have to be looking for it, because when we're looking for those things, we find them. So it's good to be aware of that. You're not going to obviously focus on it, but look at where you're looking for the scarcity in your life. And then you can turn that and look at places where you can see that there is enough. Um, if you have more than one shirt in your closet, you have enough. If you have, um, cups and dishes in your cupboard, you have enough, right? You have most of the time we don't just have one cup. I don't have one cup. I have several cups in my cupboard, right? So I have an abundance. I can show myself that even within my own home of the abundance of things that I have. For example, if you look at this thing right here, there's like a lot of sparklies on it. Like that would be a sign for me of abundance in my life. Just simple little things. The leaves on this little plant, that could be another way I could find abundance in my life. And so have fun playing with that and seeing where you can find abundance. Um, and then also take the time to really think about um, like the feeling. Once you have that, what will it feel like inside of you? Because when we can bring it inside and embody what it will feel like to have, then it helps us to be able to get that even faster once we've broke down the places that we've been kind of blocking ourselves or hiding that. So today we're going to do just a 2-minute breath session, and we're going to do a top hold, and we're going to do that in the middle. So we'll breathe for a minute, and we're going to do the bliss breath. So that is in and out through your nose. It's going to be just breathing in and out, focusing on the in breath and focusing on the things that you would like to bring into your life. So we'll be doing 1 minute of breath, then we will do a top hold. The top hold will be where you breathe in, you hold your lungs full for as long as you can, and let your chest and your lungs expand, and let your energy expand, because we're not just breathing in air, we're breathing in energy. So your energy and your air are going to expand. Your energy is going to expand, your lungs are going to expand, and it gives more capacity for you to hold the things that you desire. And then once we're done with the top hold, we will do another bottom hold, or excuse me, another 1 minute of breath, and then we will close out. So I think this will be really good. I think you will really enjoy it. Once you've done your journaling, you can go back again and you can do the breath work again and just let even more expansion happen. So with that, I'm going to go ahead. I'm just going to coach you through breathing, and we're going to do this without music today, just because I don't know if YouTube will block music if I try to put that on the back of the recording. So I'm not going to put that on today. I'll have to play with that and see for next time. But for today, I'm just going to coach you to breathe in and breathe out to remind you of those things. So get in a comfortable position. Go ahead and if you're laying down, make sure that you don't have a pillow behind your head because we don't want to push your head down and cut that breath off. And if you need a pillow for support, you can also always put that under your knees for a good support there. And if you have little children or animals, they may come to see what you're doing because, as I've mentioned before, they can feel that something is changing, even though they aren't sure what it is. They want to come and check it out. So if you're in a place where you can shut the door for just a minute and be uninterrupted, that would be wonderful. If you need to, you can get a tissue, make sure your airways are open. And if you want, we're not going to be breathing for very long, so I think you'll be fine. But if you need a drink of water, you may want to get that as well. So go ahead, settle into your position and close your eyes if that's comfortable to you. If not, just find a spot that you can just have a soft gaze looking at. And we're just going to start with a big, deep breath in and out through your mouth. And again, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Just let your body shift and wiggle if it needs to, adjusting and letting it relax just a bit more. And once again, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. Now we're going to start the bliss breath that is in through your nose, out through your mouth for just 1 minute. Breathing in, breathing out. There's no pause at the bottom. Continue breathing. Breathing in all that you want to bring in. If your body feels like it wants to be going slower, allow it to. If it feels like it wants to go faster, allow it to do that as well. Follow your body and listen to what it desires. Okay, taking another big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. We're going to do that again one more time. Taking a big deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And this next time as you breathe in as big as you breathed all day. Breathing, breathing, and holding it at the top. Holding and letting your body expand, letting your lungs expand, letting the desires that you have expand. Holding, Holding until your body calls for a breath, and if you can hold it for even 2 seconds longer, that will expand even more. Okay, if you haven't let go of that breath, go ahead and do so now. Just let your body take a couple of normal, deep, regular breaths, recovering from that hold. And now we're going to move into another 1 minute of the bliss breath. That's in and out through your nose, focusing on the in breath. Continue breathing. Bringing in the desires of your heart with each breath in. Again, listen to the pace that your body wants. If it wants to breathe slower, allow it. If it wants to breathe faster, allow it to do so. Go ahead and release that breath. Taking a big, deep breath in again and allowing your body to recover back to its normal breath pattern. Doesn't that feel good? Feels so good when you can focus on what you want and get yourself out of lack and scarcity. Thank you for being a part of today. If this has been something you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe. And also, if there's anyone that you think could benefit from this video today, please share it for me. I hope that each of you have a wonderful week, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.